Okay, so we have the next question. Says here the student states a capacitor is being used in this circuit. The function of the capacitor is to store electric charge. Explain why this is not a complete description of the function of a capacitor. So I see here like it basically says the function of a capacitor is to store the electric charge. No, capacitor doesn't itself stores the electric charge. It stores the electric energy, but it doesn't store the electric charge. The plates that are in the capacitor, basically they store the charge in them, right? So basically you have a capacitor here, right? And it is connected in a circuit, right? For example, it's a circuit, right? This side will be positive and this side will be negative, right? So we have to explain that one of it's just the end process, right? The starting process, it will be mixed up, right? It will have positive and negative in it, right, over here. So what will happen, the negative side will have to do work done to basically repel from here and basically do the work done to get pushed in inside here. The negative will be getting pushed in inside here, so there will be electric potential basically increases, so the work done is also increasing. So the total, now this process, when you have all positive and all negative, the total charge of the capacitor is basically equal to zero, because they are both cancelling out each other. They are all positive here, all negative here, so they cancel out each other. So the total charge of the capacitor is basically equal to 0, right? So let me write the sentence for you guys, right? So I have written the sentence: during charging process of a capacitor, electrons will be transferred from one plate to another, right, plate, throughout the circuit. So work is done onto the plates. Negative charge I have written, so you can mention it as well, or if you don't want to mention it, it is not a big problem. So work is done on the plates to store the charge. The capacitor stores energy and not the charge itself. The plates stores the charge, right, not the capacitor itself. The total charge on the capacitors is equal to basically 0, and this is your final answer.